Hello. In the previous video lesson, I discussed this enormous growth in the daily volume of foreign exchange market, which is largely speculative trade, and the resulting volatility in the currency exchange markets. So let me then discuss this James Tobin's proposal of how this kind of volatility could be tackled. So let's recall this policy trilemma for international monetary systems. So remember that there are these three desirable features of exchange rate stability, monetary policy autonomy, and freedom of financial flows, which all would be desirable, but one cannot have all three at the same time. So many countries have chosen this floating exchange rate regime that gives monetary policy autonomy and freedom of financial flows, but at the cost of the exchange rate stability. So suppose that we are currently here on the bottom part with the floating exchange rates, but then if the problem is this very volatile exchange rate, then what could policymakers do to address this volatility? So an interesting and quite widely cited proposal came from the Nobel Prize-winning economist James Tobin already several decades ago. So in one of his articles, Tobin writes that the economic triad he would personally favor would consist of a combination of floating exchange rates, but slowing down foreign capital inflows by making them more expensive. And according to Tobin, this combination would not entirely eliminate crises, but it would make them less frequent, less costly, and of reduced virulence. So this economic triad he refers particularly this policy trilemma that I mentioned. So in some sense, it would be possible to also take some kind of combination of the three. So the trade-off is still there, but it would be possible. You don't have to operate only on the edges of this triangle, but you could find some kind of point in the middle. So in practice, what does Tobin's proposal mean? So this is what referred to commonly as Tobin tax. So this would require that countries, so major countries where foreign exchange transactions take place. So obviously the USA, the European Union, perhaps China. So if large amount of countries would agree to impose some relatively small tax of, let's say, 0.1 to 0.2%. So that, of course, would decrease speculative trade and, of course, also generate some tax revenue for the governments. So the purpose, as Tobin puts it, so that this kind of system-wide international measure would help to slow down flows of hot money without interfering significantly with currency transactions related to trade and productive investments. So if this would increase the trade costs, then of course some kind of 0.1 to 0.2% increase is virtually nothing, but it would probably sharply decrease speculative trade in the foreign exchange markets. So although this proposal has attracted quite a lot of attention and discussion, and it's frequently cited still today, however, it seems very difficult to implement because obviously the financial sector is totally against it, and also the financial sector has also a lot of influence on political decision makers. Furthermore, this would also require international coordination. So it's not enough that some small country would impose such kind of tax. It would need large enough support from collaboration by many countries, and in this current geopolitical situation, that seems to be very difficult to achieve. So in the next issue, this next lesson, I will then discuss how the mutual funds can also have influence on the, for example, in the exchange rates. See you next time.